Coming up on KOTA Territory News at 5:30, Pennington County administration is relocating. We'll tell you what you need to know. Plus, Rapid City Regional Airport has weathered the federal shutdown without much issue. We'll tell you how. Governor Larry Roden makes an appearance at Feeding South Dakota. Your news starts now.
From Skyline Drive, this is KOTA Territory News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Jack Cottle. Governor Larry Roden has paid Feeding South Dakota and Rapid City a visit as the ongoing government shutdown continues. KOTA Territory's Blake Trolley stopped by the organization where he learned about efforts to keep South Dakotans fed through a time of uncertainty.
About 75,000 South Dakotans rely on SNAP benefits with an average of about $350 of aid per month. On November 1st, those benefits were paused by the USDA because of the federal government shutdown. Now, Feeding South Dakota is working to help people across the state access food during the uncertain time, setting a goal of providing 500,000 additional meals in the following weeks.
We really are in need of funding right now.
Feeding South Dakota's Jenny Palmer says money donations are the best way for South Dakotans to help the cause.
For every $1 donated, we can provide about 3 meals. So through our partnership with Feeding America, through our partnership with corporate sponsors, and just by buying in bulk, we're really able to make those funds go far.
Governor Larry Roden paid the organization a visit on Monday and toured their large facility in Rapid City. The governor telling reporters he wanted to get an up-close look at the operation.
It's impressive to tour the warehouse and see the food that they supply, and just the conversations on how that's distributed, and working with local churches and other agencies in fulfilling that need.
Last week, the governor used his weekly column to urge South Dakotans to donate to local food banks if they have the means.
I'm hopeful that people will step up. We've seen them do it many times. We were talking about it in the parking lot, literally. My wife brought it up years ago.
The Trump administration announced Monday that it will partially fund SNAP for November, paying for roughly half the cost of a typical month. The USDA warned in a court filing that it could take weeks or even months for states to enact the necessary changes for the benefits. 2 federal judges had previously issued rulings requiring the government to keep the SNAP program running.
Now, the governor today did push back on a proposal by Democrats in the state legislature to use South Dakota's reserve money to continue funding SNAP. We will have more on that tomorrow. Jack?
All right, thank you, Blake. Rapid City Regional Airport has so far avoided major disruptions because of the government shutdown. The airport has been spared due to the fact that the air traffic controllers here are under contract and still getting paid. Additionally, TSA agents are continuing to show up for work. Airport Executive Director Patrick Dame says Rapid City passengers are being impacted at other airports.
Yeah, we have heard feedback from our customers indicating that they have seen delays in other facilities nationwide.
Air traffic controller shortages have caused flight delays at airports across the country, including airports in New York, Dallas, and Denver. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says officials are working overtime to ensure the system is safe and says that officials will delay and cancel flights to achieve that goal. Well, sunshine mixed with clouds, but will we see more sun in the forecast? Meteorologist Ryan Larmew is in the First Alert Weather Center with the latest info. Pretty nice fall day out there today.
It was a nice fall day, but the thing that I think is on everyone's mind right now, it's dark outside. We got to get used to that again. Daylight saving time ended yesterday at 2 a.m., so we're now dark during the 5:30 show. Now let's take a look at our live Golden West weather cam in downtown Rapid City. Street lights are on, people still out and about. It's still 5:30. Might not look like it outside, but temperatures across KOTA territory a little cooler since the sun is set. We're in the 40s and 50s still around the area. 54 at the Rapid City Airport, but we're 44 up in Buffalo and 38 in Shade Hill. We're 50 over in Gillette, 43 in Spearfish, and 53 in downtown Rapid City. Throughout the rest of the night tonight, temperatures eventually will drop into the 40s and continue dropping for much of the night. We're going to see clearing skies, though, which is some good news. But that sunshine is going to be back in action for tomorrow. I'll be planning out the entire accurate First Alert forecast in just a little bit.
Thank you, Ryan. A Kyle man pleads guilty in federal court this afternoon. 30-year-old Clay Loafer was charged with kidnapping and assault resulting in serious bodily injury. But after accepting a plea deal, Loafer pleaded guilty to the assault charge, with the government dropping the kidnapping charge. According to the factual basis statement in the case, Loafer got into an argument with his then-girlfriend in January and accused her of cheating. Loafer says he became angry and punched her multiple times in the face, leading to a concussion and a fractured eye socket. Loafer faces up to 10 years in federal prison. Loafer's next court date has not been set. The Rapid City Fire Department is now investigating a fire on East Watertown Street that happened earlier today. Firefighters were dispatched to a possible structure or vehicle fire on East Watertown Street around 8:30. When they got there, they found a camper was found on fire behind a home on the 200 block. No one was inside and no injuries were reported. While it was a rapid response, the battalion chief said there were some challenges.
The vehicle is actually behind the residence, next to a fence with other vehicles and yard debris in the way. So they did encounter some difficulties while attacking this fire, but like I said, they had a very quick response, as well as they had a very quick knockdown to the fire.
He said damage was confined to the motorhome and the fire is still under investigation. Recent crashes and existing safety concerns at the Mall Drive and Elkville Road intersection have Rapid City and Box Elder officials stepping in. Brian Savage spoke to engineers for both cities to learn about a solution that could be made to remedy the ongoing issues.
The busy intersection of Mall Drive and Elkville Road lies north of Interstate 90 and is nestled right on the border of Rapid City and Box Elder. The intersection tends to get a large volume of traffic on any given day and includes stop signs going east to west. The problem, there's no stop signs going north to south on the intersection.
There's a lot of traffic that use those side roads, and if the north-south traffic does not stop, they have a difficult time to get in, and then people start to take chances, and that is never a good idea.
With there being a history of accidents, along with safety concerns at the intersection, both Box Elder and Rapid City officials knew it was time to step in. Lang says the ultimate solution is placing a traffic signal at the intersection, yet it won't be cheap.
I think we're looking at probably north of $1 million for that signal. Rapid City might be in a better position from being able to fund that directly. Box Elder, half of $1 million is a tougher resource issue for us.
Before that solution reaches the light of day, both Box Elder and Rapid City officials are collaborating on a project that will change the intersection to an all-way stop starting November 18th. The change would help improve safety until funds can be acquired for full traffic signalization at the intersection. Rapid City's traffic engineer says in the last 3 years, there have been 17 traffic-related accidents at the intersection.
We're reducing one of the outside lanes to a right turn only, to alleviate some of the issues that we're seeing at that intersection.
The changes being made to the intersection this week include reducing the speed limit from 45 to 40 miles per hour, alerting drivers of the requirement to stop via extra signage, and implementing new pavement markings. Changes to the intersection are expected to be done by November 24th. Lang says he hopes a full traffic signal will be in place by next year. In the Rapid City area, Brian Savage, KOTA Territory News.
The Pennington County Administration Building began the big move to its new location in East Rapid City today and expects to be fully functional by next Monday. Today, the Register of Deeds and Commission Office made the move, followed by the Treasurer's Office, Planning and Zoning, Auditor's Office, and Equalization Office next Monday. The move, the 900 Concourse Drive, is taking place in phases to make sure services for the public are not affected. Although the building is moving 15 minutes from downtown, Director of Buildings and Grounds, Davis Purcell, says people are relatively happy about the move.
I've actually heard more good than bad about the move out here. I think for some it's going to be difficult for it not to be downtown, but I think to take away some of that traffic from that space, and obviously the parking isn't great down there, and out here we have much more parking to accommodate all the public.
Once moved, all offices at the new Concourse Drive location will operate on a Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. schedule. Well, it looks like we're in for a windy week. We'll have the details and your accurate first alert forecast coming up later. But first, we'll show you how low-income South Dakotans are struggling to secure heating assistance for the coming winter. That story's next. As winter approaches, millions of low-income families face uncertainty over heating assistance programs, with many states reporting delays in funding. Our Zeta Jones has more on what South Dakotans are experiencing.
The $4.1 billion low-income home energy assistance program is at risk due to the federal shutdown going on its second month. States manage the program, receiving federal money each year based on state weather patterns, energy costs, and low-income population data. While President Trump proposed zero funding for the program in his budget, it was thought that Congress would fund the program for the budget year that began October 1st. But since Congress has not yet passed a full 2026 spending bill, states like Kansas, Pennsylvania, New York, and Minnesota have already announced that their programs are being held up because of the government shutdown. But there is some good news for South Dakota. In a statement from the Department of Social Services, they said no impacts are anticipated for South Dakota's low-income energy assistance program at this time, as there is existing funding in place to support the program. Plus, Rapid City has its own utility rate relief program and City Utility Assist for extra help.
We know that there may be citizens who are being impacted by the government shutdown, in addition to higher heating bills in the winter and utility increases. I encourage you to call us, speak to us directly about your individual case so that we can, do what we can to get you connected to the resources that'll be most helpful for you.
For more information on Rapid City's programs and South Dakota's low-income energy assistance program, go to our website at kotatv.com. Reporting in Rapid City, Zeta Jones, KOTA Territory News.
Meteorologist Ryan Larmew says that breezy conditions take over for the rest of the week. He has the details in your accurate First Alert forecast next.
Now, the First Alert forecast with meteorologist Ryan Larmew.
Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully the day was good. Temperatures felt great today in the 50s in Rapid City. We are still in the 50s right now, even after sunset. 53 degrees. Clear skies have taken over overhead, and those mostly clear to completely clear skies are not only in Rapid City, but they're across much of KOTA territory. That's helping bring temperatures down in some areas. 40s are dominating this wide view of the map. We're 43 up in Lemon, 44 in Custer, 43 also in Sheridan, but we're still at the 50-degree mark in Gillette, 52 in Hot Springs and Pine Ridge, 54 at the Rapid City Airport, 51 in West Rapid City, while Sturgis sits at 45 degrees in the Four Corners. They're at 41. Now these temperatures continue to drop tonight. Rapid City, we will eventually get down to around 42 and then bottom out there. That's above average for this time of year by around 11 degrees. Clear skies are expected throughout much of the overnight hours, and that is looking to continue as we head into the day tomorrow. We're going to see mostly sunny to completely sunny skies, but a very warm day. A nice treat for us here on our Tuesday. 72 degrees is our high temperature forecasted for Rapid City. But we are going to be breezy. Once again, gusts over 25 miles an hour are possible. Sustained winds up to 20 miles an hour throughout the day. But as we head throughout the day, those temperatures increase from those 40s in the morning to the 70s at around lunchtime, and then they start to decrease again once the sun starts to set below the horizon. Now, we do have the possibility of some fire weather. There are fire weather watches out for parts of southern KOTA territory. Here on this map behind me, places like Newcastle, just south of Custer, Hot Springs, Pine Ridge, Kadoka, Martin, all included in that fire weather watch. Low relative humidity values and some of those gusty winds could lead to some heightened fire conditions tomorrow. So make sure you do your best to report any fires that you might see and do your best to prevent any fires from actually happening. Now, our forecast not showing much happening over the next couple of days. Seeing plenty of sunshine throughout the day on Tuesday, but a few more clouds enter into the forecast Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. A stray showers possible overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, but they're going to be very, very sparse on the map Tuesday night. But here's Wednesday morning. Plenty of sunshine throughout that day as well. A few clouds north of I-90 in the northern South Dakota plains, but Rapid City and the Black Hills, we look to stay mostly sunny for our midweek on Wednesday. But by Thursday, things start to get a little cloudier. We are talking about partly cloudy skies throughout the entire day on Thursday, but tonight temperatures are above average. Almost everyone is staying above freezing, with the exception of the northern South Dakota plains. Places like Newell, Buffalo, Ekalaka, all seeing the possibility of temperatures below freezing. Everywhere else, we're above freezing. 41 in Deadwood, 42 in Rapid City, 39 in Custer, 38 over in Sundance. Temperatures tomorrow will warm back up into the 60s and even 70s across KOTA territory. We're very warm across the board. We're also a little breezy. Those breezy conditions look to continue in places like Gillette all the way through Thursday. We have a highlight there for our Newcastle area. for the potential for that fire weather also goes for the southern Black Hills, as we have those fire weather watches out for tomorrow afternoon. For the 7-day forecast in Rapid City, we are talking about breezy to windy conditions through the weekend. Best days for winds look to be Thursday and Saturday, where we could see those gusts over 40 miles an hour. We'll be right back with more KOTA Territory news after the break.
And now, KOTA Territory Sports, sponsored by your local Ford stores.
Good evening and welcome to KOTA Sports. Yesterday was a historic day for the Mines soccer program, and they finished their season with senior day, and a record was broke. South Dakota Mines soccer wrapped up their season yesterday with a win. Although they won't be making the conference tournament, they still had a record-breaking season. Nicholas North broke the most goals in a season record, along with the most points in a season. This season, they also set the record for most wins in a season. Their first-year head coach, Taryn Schuster, has turned things around for this soccer program, and during their senior game yesterday, I mic'd him up. Check it out.
High tempo, up, up, up. Eric up, Alvin up. Go, go, press, 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 press. When they're high, they should just put it, like when it's scrambling, just put it in the air and have it carry for Nick. Press, guys, press, press, press. Good. Run through it. Good, Alvin. Press, press. Yes, good, 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 good. Well done, Alvin. Good tackle. Good, good, good. Congrats, man. Well deserved. Good stuff.
Black Hills State football has a star on their hands. TJ Chakwara had an amazing performance Saturday with his 2 touchdowns and 142 yards. Chakwara leads all of Division II in touchdowns and is 3rd in Division II in receiving yards. He's had a true breakout season for the Yellow Jackets and has made a statement in Division II football. Let's take a look at his numbers real fast. 1st in touchdowns, like I said, with 14, and also 3rd in receiving yards with 868. He's not too far behind the person in 2nd either. Only 10 yards set them apart, and Chakwara is only 50 yards away from leading all of Division II in that stat as well. And what I find the most interesting is it just shows how valuable he is for this BH team. Chakwara has had 13 combined touchdowns in the last 3 seasons. This year alone, he's only had 14. There's still 2 games left on this season. And the new Underwood Tigers and the Ulrich Tigers are currently playing in their game at Wall High School, with the winner advancing to play Bennett County tomorrow. And right after the new Underwood game, the Wall Eagles are taking on the Lady Chiefs of Crazy Horse. The winner of that game will advance to take on Kadoka area tomorrow as well. And the Lady Cobblers are also having a home game tonight. They host Sturgis Brown at 7 p.m. and the Lady Cobblers have just 2 games left until they start the Sodak 16 games. That's a look at sports. We'll be right back to take a final look at weather.
Bagel in the Street is back this year. You can join us on Friday, November 14th from 6:30 to 9 a.m. And this year, we're moving to the parking lot of Trinity Lutheran Church next to Hardee's in downtown Rapid City. Here's the map. Stay in the right lane on St. Joseph Street, turn right onto 4th Street and into the parking lot of Trinity Lutheran Church. For your donation, you get a huge white chocolate chip bagel, baked fresh from Black Hills Bagels, and a freshly brewed gourmet coffee from Dark Canyon Coffee, or a Pepsi product. All proceeds will help feed those who are struggling in our community, and this year the need is great. So please join us for the KOTA Territory Care and Share Food Drive Bagel in the Street on November 14th. And I'm sure that morning it is going to be sunny and 68 degrees.
It is looking to be a decent bagel in the street this year. I know the last bagel in the street that we had,
freezing cold
right before I came here. So I'm excited for this one. And it was freezing cold that year. Phil Aldrich told me that he was shivering the entire time.
He's a tough kid, though.
He is. He is.
All right.
But the weather tonight, it's going to be decent. We'll be above average tonight and tomorrow. A nice Jack Cottle kind of day at 72 degrees. But we're going to be windy throughout much of the rest of the week. Highest wind gusts look to be on Thursday and Saturday, where winds could gust over 40 miles an hour. A cold front is likely this weekend. Temperatures drop from the 70s, 50s, and 60s to the 40s for Saturday and Sunday. And with the wind, it's definitely going to feel a little colder. No snow in the forecast for Rapid City. Could see a few snowflakes fly on Saturday morning in parts of the Black Hills, but not too confident on that yet. Still a little bit of ways away.
We got to flip-flop that, though. We need nice, cool week. warm weekend.
I know, that's what we've been treated with the past couple of weekends. It's been nice.
Not this time. All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tonight at 10.
Thanks for watching KOTA Territory News, your local news and weather authority.